A very good afternoon to one and all. I'm Dr. Pallavi Pati from Modern College of Pharmacy, Nigri. I'm working as an assistant professor in the pharmaceutical chemistry department. Today, I would like to take one topic of your pharmaceutical organic chemistry first year Pharm. So the alcohol, I'm taking a first topic, that is the alcohol. Alcohols and hydroxyl group attached to the carbon atom, we called as the alcohol OH group. The type of alcohols is basis of the hydroxyl group attached to the primary, secondary, tertiary carbon atom. The primary is also consists of one alkyl group attached to the carbon, which is bonded to the OH group. Secondary alcohol, the two alkyl group which is having a bonded to the carbon, and that carbon is already attached to OH group. Same the tertiary, three alkyl group is attached to the carbon and which is attached to the OH. Now the reaction, chemical reactions of alcohol, there are the different type of chemical reactions of alcohol, and in these chemical reactions, they are producing certain good derivatives from the alcohol with the addition of different type of compounds. First, the reaction with active metal. Now, when the alcohol is added to the sodium or potassium, maybe the metal, then there is a combination of these two, ethanol and the metal sodium or the potassium metal, the formation of the sodium ethoxide. Now, with the releasing of hydrogen gas. Now, this is the balance reactions, and which is a very simple chemical reaction of alcohol with the formation of sodium ethoxide. Now, the second is the reaction of phosphorus hydride. Now, in this reaction, we are just adding alcohol and phosphorus pentahydride. Now, in these reactions, you will see that with the example, ethyl alcohol get reacted with the pentabromo halides, the formation of ethyl bromide. And in this, they are the releasing one type of alkyl halides if the reaction of halide is having a bromide, chloride or iodide with the respective of this, they forming the alkyl halides. The reaction is so simple. With this is going to attach with the one bromide, and here the phosphate group is attached with the oxygens. This will the form, and the rest of the H is attaching to the one bromide. So the reaction is completed. Same, we will see the reaction of methyl alcohol, the methyl iodide formation. These are the very simple reactions. Then the reactions with the thionyl chloride. Thionyl chloride having a formula is SOCl2. The alcohol will react with the thionyl chloride, the synthesis of alkyl chloride. If the alkyl having the combinations with the thionyl chloride group, here attaching with the any alcoholic compound, the synthesis of removing of the hydroxyl group attaching the chloride here from the ethanol chloride, the synthesis of this component we called as alkyl chloride and having SO2 plus HCl released. So this is again a very simple and the reaction between alcohol and thionyl compound. The reaction with a hydrogen halide. These are the alcohol, ethyl alcohol will react with the HCl in presence of the heat. The product will be formed as the ethyl halide or ethyl chloride with the one release of the water molecule. This is called as, if we have the primary alcohol, we are called as SN2. If it is the not primary carbohydrate, then hydroxyl, we will see the SN1 reaction mechanism. Then reaction with the nitric acid. It is very simple. Ethyl alcohol get reacted with the any nitric acid. The nitric acid having NHO3 is splitted OH and O2. Now this is splitted into in this way. The synthesis with the releasing of this hydrogen plus OH or one molecule of the water get released, and here the attachment of NO2. Ethyl nitrate synthesized. It's a very simple way. Then the reaction with the sulfuric acid. Ethyl alcohol get reacted with the sulfuric acid. Then the sulfuric acid formula is H2SO4. H2SO4. So these are the splitted in this way. Now here this OH, so this H is attaching with this OH and the release one molecule of the water. This reaction happens under the normal temperature. The synthesis is ethyl hydrogen sulfate. The question may be come with this. Synthesize a hydrogen sulfate from the alcohol. So you have to consider this reaction for the further one. Then reactions with the carboxylic acid. This is the acid, this is the alcohol. If the reaction in between the acid and alcohol, always be remember, ester is synthesized with the one molecule of water released. And this is a reaction we called as esterification. Now, for example, benzoic acid, ethanol, the synthesis with the ethyl benzoate, esterate. This is the two oxygen get attached with the release of this hydrogen with this. So one molecule of the removed from the water molecule. Now, the reactions with the alkyl acid halide and acid anhydride. When the reaction in between acid halide and acid anhydride, the end is always be remembered ester. Now, the first year syllabus, we have a topic of ester, amide, alcohol, carboxylic acids. So we remember, they are very close to connected with their coordinations and with their reactions. With the one type of the compound synthesized 2 to 3 type of different structures and different compounds also. When the reaction halide is reacted with this alcohol, the ester is simplified, synthesized. We will see the reaction of this acetic anhydride with the alcohol. Ester is formed. This reaction is very simple. These are attaching this with this and this OH. You feel that the red one is attaching here and this R is attaching here. The formation of esteric gel, that is alkyl acetate, because R is represented. Grignard reagents. The Grignard reagent shows when the alcohol reacts with the Grignard reagent, that is the magnesium is a mandatory and the bromide, any halide is the mandatory for these reactions. When the alcohol reacted the Grignard reagents, the synthesis is alkane. Ethyl alcohol react with the Grignard reagent. We will see the methane and the rest of component here. The only H is releasing to this, the synthesis of the methane, and the rest of compound is attaching with the addition of the negative charge oxygen here. And synthesis of methane. This is a very important reaction. The lot of papers and lot of sessional papers, synopsis type, these reagents asking what is the end product, what is the component we are using, and what is the required most important things in this reaction. So this is the component where the very important thing. Then how the reduction reactions happens when the alcohol get reduced, definitely formation of the alkane. Now this is under the concentration of hydrofonic acid and as well as the red phosphate reactions happens. Ethyl alcohol in the presence of red phosphate with the high heat temperature is around 300, the ethane gets synthesized with a very simple reaction with the one molecule of water released. Then oxidation. Oxidation is also, but in the oxidation of alcohol, there are always required certain oxidizing agents such as sulphuric acid, potassium permanganate, sodium chromate, sulphuric acid like this. With this combination, there are the all type of alcohol, primary, secondary, tertiary, all type of the alcohol get oxidized as per their properties and always synthesize aldehyde and then acids. So we remember if the alcohol get oxidized in the presence of sodium chromate, sulphuric acids, so the releasing of the acetaldehyde, and when the acetaldehyde get again oxidized with the same condition of sodium chromate, the formation of acetic acids. If the ketone gets synthesized, it's very important reactions. If the isopropyl alcohol get oxidized with the secondary alcohol, the formation of in presence of acetone in presence of sodium chromate. So the one molecule get release of water. But this is a tertiary alcohol does not oxidize in any condition because it's not supported easily, it's not a stable in this condition. Thank you very much for listening me very carefully and giving your valuable time. If you have any queries, any doubt, you can add a chat box your questions. I will definitely reply to you. And if you have any doubts, you can mail me. In the mailbox, I will give you the reply. But before that, whenever this video gets uploaded to the YouTube, in the chat box or in the link, I will definitely give the email address and the link. So you can ask me anytime your questions and I will reply as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Take care.